Peace, peace, love, harmony, and light. My brothers and sisters, how y'all feeling? Man, this is Chief Kalanago, and I'm feeling good out here in nature. If you hear the little rustling of the wind, that's because, like I said, I am here in nature. And I'm about to kick some flavor in your ear, you feel me? That real flavor. I'm about to drop some jewels on y'all, you know, been back on my meditating. You know, and it's a beautiful thing because now, even if I wasn't the brother that dealt with the distraction, because like I said, man, I haven't had a TV for over 10 years, you feel me? So I don't get into the distractions, but being in nature, being on the land, being connected, you know what I'm saying, being grounded, it gives me more time and it gives me more of an opportunity to connect back to my ancestors, connect back to nature. You feel me? So like I said, I'm about to drop some flavor in your ear. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about intelligence. We're going to talk about artificial intelligence. I'm going to show you how we win this war, because a lot of people don't believe we're at war. And for you to think that you're not at war, you got to be living that illusion. You are disillusional. Okay. You are disconnected. Once again, we are soul. We are the children of the sun. You feel me? The soul children. That's why we gave the world soul. But guess what they had to do? They had to come back to disconnect you from your soul with what? Disco music. All right. Y'all peep the game. Once again, Chief Kalanago dropping that flavor in your ear. You feel me? So the soul children got disconnected from their soul with disco music, discotheque. Because when we had soul, we were thriving. All right. We was about the people. Each one, teach one. The true definition of I'm my brothers and my sisters keeper. That's when we had soul. But what happened? They gave us disco. Okay? All of a sudden, AIDS, crack, cocaine, liquor destroyed our people. You feel me? So peep the game, brothers and sisters. We got to connect back to nature, man. Connect back to that soul. So we're going to talk about intelligence and how to win these people. You see, they have surpassed us with technology. People think technology is what it takes. No, it takes intelligence. You see, because out of intelligence, artificial intelligence was created. And out of artificial intelligence, technology was created. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we got the superior understanding of what nature is, what the Most High is, what the cosmos is. We got that. And the problem is the enemy, they cannot rise to such vibrations. They cannot rise to such frequencies. They cannot rise to attain that intelligence that we were born with. Okay, that's in us. It's our innate nature. You feel me? So the Most High, the Creator, what you call Jesus, God, Allah, Yeshua, Yah, whatever you want to call that intelligence, it's just intelligence. Okay, so giving it a name, it's whatever name you want to call it, that's on you. It is not a man. It is not a woman. It doesn't have a physical physiognomy. Okay, it doesn't have a physical autonomy. It doesn't have that. Everything that's written in religion, I don't care where it came from. Okay, it is all written by man. All right, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is it all stems from nature. It all stems from nature. I don't care how far back you go. All right, from the very beginning, you will realize that it all came from nature. All right, and what people did, the people who promoted it the most, all right, the people who had more access to promotion, more access to the people, more access to power, made it popular. Okay, so they promoted it. That's all it is. But no one group of people, whether it may be Kemet, whether it may be the Phoenicians, whether it may be the Israelites, whether it may be the Moors, whether it may be the American Aborigines, whether it may be, Africans in different parts of the African continent, it doesn't matter, man. Okay, at the ending of the day, they all got it from nature. From Mother Earth. That's where they got it from, period. You feel me? It is just recycled information. And people are putting names on that intelligence. Like the intelligence said, I am that I am. That is what the intelligence is. I am, meaning that I am everything and I'm nothing, because everything exists within the I am. Hence you have the negative and the positive. Hence you have male and female. Hence you have good or bad. Hence you have up or down. Hence you have left or right. Chief Kalanago dropping that flavor in your ear. You dig? So I'm showing my people how to win. We are the true essence of that intelligence. But our enemies, they manifest from our fall. Okay? We fell into our lower self, into our lower chakras. And we manifest that artificial intelligence. So that's why everything they do, it has to be artificial. They cannot claim and patent intelligence because we own that by nature. Okay, that's in us, and that they cannot take away. So I'm trying to teach my people how to go back to that. They're gonna beat you with technology. Believe me, they got bigger guns, they got bigger tanks, they got bigger drones. But what they ain't got the intelligence that we have. Okay, the ability to go within, all right, and see what our enemy is doing before they do it. They ain't got that ability, but we do. The ability to read our brothers and sisters' minds. We got that ability, but they don't. You feel me? Earlier today, I'm building with one of my brothers in Texas, right? I've been building with for a little while, not too long, but long enough, because it feels like me and my brother, we've been connected way before we even link in the physical. You feel me? And we building, we doing some work. But earlier today, in fact, since yesterday, I was like, damn, I gotta give my brother a call. So I'm here today doing my meditation, and I'm getting ready to pick up my phone. After my meditation, I picked up my phone. Like, family, you can't make this up, all right? I'm picking up my phone to literally go text my brother and be like, hey, Grand Rising brother, do you have some time to build? As soon as I touch my phone rang. When I looked at the caller ID, guess who it is? My brother from Texas. My brother from Texas. Tell me, how do you make that up? How do you make that up? Because we connected in the spiritual realm, that mental, that intelligence. We on that same frequency. And that's what we have over our enemies. You feel me? That's what we have. And that's what we got to go back to. That's how we are going to win. That's how we are going to win. If you focus on technology, you focus on fighting a physical fight, you are going to lose. You are going to lose. All right? Because that's where we are at our most vulnerable. That's the point that we are actually at our most weakest. All right? That's why they have to cater to your flesh. They have to cater to your physical manifestation with the visual of things. They're using the two physical eyes to pull you into the illusion when your eye is supposed to be single. That third eye, what you call your third eye, I call it your first eye, which is your pineal gland or your pineal gland, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Chief Kalanago dropping that flavor in your ear. You feel me? So we got to go back to that intelligence. We have to go back to nature. There is no such thing as death. There is only life. And I'm going to prove it to you again. All right? And brothers and sisters, here's something you have to realize. Stop looking up for heaven. Heaven is not above you. All that's above you is the sky. That's it. The clouds, the rain. Okay? Heaven is not above you. Heaven is right where you are at. You're actually in heaven. But what they did was, because we fell, they took our heaven and turned it into hell. So now we are living the hell that we created for ourselves. You feel me? And they give us the illusion to be looking up in the sky for heaven. Okay? Looking for the Creator, the Most High. That intelligence. Whether it maybe you call it Yah, Yeshua, Yudua, Buddha, whatever you want to call it, Jesus. I don't care what you call it. It's all intelligence. Okay? And we are the true manifestation of that intelligence in the flesh. So basically what I'm saying is this. If we're going to use the term God, and I'm using that term very lightly, I am using that just for conversation purposes. You dig? If we're going to use the term God, then guess what? There has never been a time when man or woman never existed, because man is God in the flesh and God is man in the spirit, in that intelligence. Facts over feelings. Chief Kalanago dropping that flavor in your ear. So there's no such thing as death. It's only life. All right? So here's the cycle, the 360, the cipher. When you so-called die, your physical body does what? It goes back into what? The ground, right? Now your body, that physical, that's called matter. That matter is decomposed. It goes back into the earth. And guess what? What uses it as fertilizer? The spirits of our ancestors. That DNA, where does it go? Because DNA is matter. DNA is physical. Where does that DNA go? All right? That DNA goes back what? Into the roots of the trees, and it grow into the trees. So guess who your ancestors are? Our ancestors are the trees. Go look at Avatar. They drop in the science for you all day, but you are too blind, because you know what? You see with your two physical eyes. Guess what I see with? I see with that first eye. Flavor in your ear. So they take you away from your ancestors, the trees, the nature, right? And they put you in crowded cities. They zone you out. They greed you out. They put you in uniform so that you will be coded. So that you got to live by their rules. You feel me? And what they do, they take the energy of your ancestors from the trees, which is paper, and they get you to use it as what? Currency, current, to control your physical manifestation, to keep you vibrating in that low frequency. You got to come back to the trees. You got to come back to nature. We got to connect back to our ancestors. It's the only way we are going to win. And heaven is not up. Heaven is down. Right where you are. That's why you walk on heaven. The sole of your feet, that's your soul, is right here on heaven. But you don't know. So that's why when they created the birth certificate, they take your soul and put it on paper. Connect it to your ancestors because it came from the trees, but you don't know. And they are manipulating your energy, your ancestral energy, that connection to control you. You feel me? So this is where it all at. So now the body goes back, all right? That connection to the ancestors, into the trees, all right? That DNA into the trees, the leaves. Without our ancestors, we can't live, because guess what? The trees is what? Oxygen. You feel me? So our ancestors give us life, the tree of life. So they had to cut down the tree of life so that we could die. And our people are dying for the lack of knowledge. Okay? Yes, I woke up. Well, not I woke. I rose today because the sun rise. So I'm rising. I rose from my meditation. All right? And it came as clear as day. Of course, I've been putting this and piecing this together for a while. But just to articulate it the way the ancestors want me to drop it, I had to wait for them to say, hey, Chief, you know what? Here you go. Okay? Here you go. So I'm giving y'all the real. All right? So now, the spiritual aspect of the intelligence, okay, which is the non-tangible aspect of that, it lingers in what you call certain dimensions, all right? And the dimensions is right here. Don't let nobody fool you. It's right here. So that energy is literally out there, okay, until it decide it comes back or reincarnate into another avatar or another vessel. But they're fighting that spiritual battle as well. That intelligence is fighting with that artificial intelligence. All right, which is our enemy. That's out here to destroy us, okay? Destroy that intelligence and put us under the spell of artificial intelligence. You feel me? But they cannot win. That's why it says, the allegory says, it will only take 144,000. What does that mean? It means that even if the masses are lost, the masses is the walking dead. It's only going to take a handful, the remnant of those of us that's going to connect to that intelligence to flip this whole thing around. Okay? Once again, hence the allegory where 1, 2, or 3 is guarded in our ancestor's name. Guess what? They will be in our mix. So the longer you stay in their cities, away from your ancestors, away from the trees, you will continue to die. They will continue to beat you. Okay? The more you want to fight a physical war, you will continue to lose. They will beat you. And when I say die, I don't mean that eternal death. I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. They will take away your physical body. And of course, it's going to go back into the earth. But here's the thing though. You're going to go back into the earth with being dead. All right? You're going to go back to the earth being dead because you haven't awoken. All right? You don't have the awareness. So you're going to go back to the earth being dead, being not aware, being in the dark. And then the trees take up your DNA, hence creating dead leaves. That's you falling from the trees. You feel me? And those of us who are awake, when we go back into the ground, guess what we do? Reproduce the green leaves. All right? So then you have to fall off the trees because you are dead, man. Your energy is dead, so you got to fall off the trees and go back into the ground until you figure this out again and recycle. Brothers and sisters, man, it's right here. This is our home. Okay? There is no other place to go but here. It's a 360. It's a cycle. If you miss it, you're gonna reincarnate and come right back. All right? Heaven is not up there in the sky or somewhere else. No, it's right here in the underworld. Right here. This is the underworld. This is where it's at. This is where it's at. Okay? And all these different energies, all these different artificial intelligence, they're fighting for this home to make it their permanent home. But it could never be because it wasn't meant for them. We are the children of this. We are the children of the sun. Okay? We are the children of the sun. They are artificial beings. So therefore, they could only create everything that's artificial. But you see, you are gravitating to that because you are vibrating in your lower self. So they got you. They got you. So once again, brothers and sisters, come back to life. Leave them alone. Give them their cities. Give them their artificial system. Step back into your higher self. Because if I'm able to read your thoughts and you are able to read my thoughts, that's something they could never beat. They could never take that away from us. That's why they wanted to separate our ancestors. Every time we come together, it's always a problem. Because they know the potential that we have. We communicate with our eye, with that first eye. But they got you only seen from your physical eye. You see me? My whole body's lit up because I'm the light. I see from that eye. You dig? Once again, Chief Kalanago dropping flavor in your ear. So don't let them fool you with religion. Don't let them fool you with the ideology. All right? Oh, well, Israelite is the chosen people and we are all Israelites. We are all Moors. No, we are all of that. Okay? We are not just one in particular. We are all of that put together. It is just labels. Okay? There's no way you could go back 700,000 years and we were calling ourselves Moors, Israelites, Hebrews, none of that. Indigenous, none of that. Okay? We just existed. We was just intelligence manifested from the source. All right? Manifested in the physical matter. That's what it is. In fact, there was some point we didn't even talk physically. We spoke telepathically. So how the hell? Show me. Okay? When in that period, we called ourselves Moors or Israelites or Muslims or whatever, or Jews, because we all that is from the original people. So don't let these people's artificial information take away our history as to our existence on this earth. We have always been here. Okay? Earth has always been here. It has always been here. All right? Always been here. Even if it was just in the mental realm, it was always existing until that intelligence figured a way to make it matter. Okay? To make it matter. All right? That's the only thing that matters is intelligence, not black lives, not indigenous lives, not aboriginal lives. It is intelligence. Intelligence matter. Because artificial intelligence is trying to beat that intelligence out of you. So don't spare me with all the labels, man. Spare me with all the labels. I am that I say I am. And nobody try to convince me that I'm anything else. All right. I reached out to my ancestors and they confirmed again to me. All right. They confirmed to me that I am in the flesh an American Aboriginal. All right. And that I'm not from Africa and that I'm not a Moor. I'm not an Israelite. I'm not none of that. However, if brothers and sisters want to call themselves that, that's cool. My thing is we could all unite as who we are, but don't convince me I'm something else. Don't convince me I'm something else. I'm beyond the physical labels. All right. I'm beyond that. I'm intelligence, not the artificial intelligence. No, I'm the intelligence, the source, the origin, the original. All right. And that's the true essence from whence that I came. And I have the right to determine who my physical manifestation should be labeled as. It's just a label. And nobody could take that away from me. Okay? I am my ancestors. They are me. I am the trees. They are me. They live through me. So once again, brothers and sisters, step into your higher self. Okay? Let your light shine. We are that light. We are those stars out there. Okay? We are the trees. They are us. We are them. Those are our ancestors that recycle in the physical realm to keep us alive. They're reaching out to us. Why you think they're cutting down our trees, man? Because they're cutting down our ancestors. We got to honor our mothers and fathers. Who are our mother and fathers? The trees. Y'all think it's a game. That's why they came before us. Nature came before the physical man or woman. Because they had to prepare a home for their children. They had to teach them. They had to guide them. And we learned everything from nature. Okay? Just like the animals, the flesh. Where does the flesh go? Back into what? Mother Earth. And where does it go? Back into the trees. So even the trees is the mother and father of the animals as well. That tree of life. I'm trying to show you how to live. I'm trying to show you how to step back into that intelligence. But if you rather vibrate in your low frequency, that's on you. Cater to the physical man or woman, that's on you. Okay, that's on you. All right? I'm out. Chief Kalanago, dropping that flavor in your ear, man. It's time to take this to another level. All right? Where we could communicate telepathically so that the enemies don't beat us. Because physically, they will see your every move. Their intelligence, they will beat you with that artificial intelligence, which is technology. They will beat you with it. But step into the spirit. Step into the higher realms. They can't touch us. All right? Because they don't have the ability to tap into that intelligence. They are only physical beings. Only. Y'all better recognize that. I'm out. One.